Hi guys, it's Emerald here, and we have a new activity for Emerald activities, and I thought you guys might want some tips on how to use it. It's a little more complicated than some of our other games because it's meant to sort of emulate real life. There's a very lovely type of egg. They're often just called Ukrainian Easter eggs, but the method they use to make them is to paint wax on them and then dip them in different colors of dye and then put wax on them and then more dye to create a really beautiful egg. So the way you can do this in our game is I'll just use the stamps in this example. So first of all, you need to put wax either with a crayon or a stamp anywhere that you want to keep white. So we're going to make these little flower shapes here white. To get the stamp, I just clicked on the stamp in the scroll bar down at the bottom there. Now I'm going to dip it in my first color, which is yellow. The longer you leave it in there, the darker the color will get. When you're done, just let it go and it'll pop out. You can scroll down at the bottom here to get all different sorts of stamps if you don't see what you want right away. So let's pick just a straight line here. Now the stamp will keep the color that's underneath it. Okay, so I know it looks kind of just beige, but that's not the color it'll be. Where I'm stamping right now is actually going to turn yellow in our final egg. So I'll very carefully get these exactly where I want them because there's no undo button. Now I pick the next color of dye and I dip in the egg. Now I have an orange egg and I'll go pick the next stamp or picture that I want. Just a note, you can rotate the stamps using the middle mouse buttons, but on some browsers it'll actually move your browser window up and down, so keep that in mind. Alright, now we'll go the next darker color, which in this case I guess would be red. So those swirly leaf things that I just stamped on are going to be orange in this design. Now I'm going to pick something to be red. Let's just take these fun little flower things. And you could keep going and keep adding darker and darker colors each time. You can do it out of order since this isn't real life, but I'm showing you the way it was sort of originally intended to be played. So now I'll dye it in my final color, which is black. Leave it in there nice and long time so it gets dark. And the egg looks kind of boring. It's just black and white. But if you take it here, you pick it up with this hand tool, and you hold it over the candle for a second, and poof, the wax is gone. And there's your final egg. And you can hit the save button here to save to your computer or to our gallery. And if you hit the clear button, it'll let you make a new egg. If you have any questions about any of the tools you saw, there's also a help button up here. You click it and these little pop-ups sort of explain what everything does. Have fun and happy Easter!